Good day, ma'am. We're the group presenter for this report, and we're going to present our case data analysis of one of the most controversial issues that happened in the Philippines as of year 2024. So we're going to discuss the case of Alice Go. So first, let us look for the table of contents of our presentation. So we'll be having 7 parts: the introduction, the background of the issue, the identification of ethical issues, the analysis of the ethical dilemma, and the presentation of our proposed solutions, the best alternative course of action that we have chosen, and the recommendation for its successful implementation, and lastly, our conclusion.
Now let us proceed for the introduction. Hello, I am Chiranet Chigaribay, will be the presenter. Now, Alice Go, or mas kilalang Go Hopping, she was once a mayor in Bamban, Tarlac sa Pilipinas. Okay, during her tenure as mayor, she became controversial due to her allegation being involvement sa criminal activities such as tax evasion, human trafficking, and also money laundering. This serious accusation po can lead for the multiple criminal charges against to Alice Go. At saka po, she also faced graft and corruption, mispresentation, co-warranto, and also grave misconduct. The Office of Ombudsman po find her guilty on these charges that dismiss her from her position as the mayor in Bamban in Tarlac. Now, next presenter po.
So, greetings to our professor, Ma'am Luella. Magandang araw po. So, I'm Adeline G. Ferneza, and I will be discussing the background of the case. So, to understand po yung gravity ng issue na to, let us take a closer look at the timeline of events na nag-define ng controversial leadership ni Alice Go. So, in early 2023, Alice Go's name was first linked to Philippines Offshore Gaming Operation or the POGO na nag-ooperate within her municipality. So, meron po nangyari na raid in February 2023 na nag-expose ng mga illegal activities at Hongsheng Gaming Technology Incorporation, and later on po, meron pong another raid na nangyari in March 2024, targeted Zone 1 Technology Incorporation, which has been operating in the same location. So, these developments po raise suspicion about Go's connection to this operation. So, by April 2024, yung DILG po, led by Secretary Benhur Abalos, formed a task force na mag-investigate po sa involvement ni Alice Go within these POGO hubs. So, yung evidence po, it began to surface, including na po doon yung vehicle na registered po under ng name ni Alice Go na nakita po doon sa raid site. So, this situation, it points out to her possible complicity. So, para po magkaroon ng impartial investigation, Go was placed under preventive suspension. So, in addition po dun sa complexity ng ating issue, ito na po yung nangyari. So, Senator Risa Hontiveros, nag-raise po siya ng concerns about Go's true identity. So, yung questions po about sa Filipino citizenship ni Alice Go. So, this emerged with the allegation po that she might actually be a Chinese national due to the lack of official records na nagsusupport sa kanyang citizenship claims. And this became a significant revelation as it challenges yung legitimacy ng kanyang posisyon as a mayor. So, in June 2024 po, the Office of the Ombudsman ordered Go 6-month suspension for discrepancies dun sa kanyang SALN po. So, yung kanyang pong financial records, it indicated potential misconduct, pati na rin po yung association niya with individuals na mayroong questionable background. Kagaya na lang po ni Zhang Weijin, which is a convicted money launderer. So, this situation po, mas pinalalim niya lang po yung ethical dilemmas na nagsasurround po sa kanyang office, pati na rin po sa kanyang image. So, next po, in July 2024, during a Senate hearing, so, mas nadagdagan po yung mga evidence against Alice Go. Yung report po galing NBI, it revealed that Go shared the same name and birth date sa isang babae po na nagngangalang Alice Liel Go. So, this evidence, it suggests possible identity theft of Alice Liel Go. So, despite po ng mga sunod-sunod na napagkala po ng mga ebidensya against Alice Go, sobrang lakas po ng loob ni Alice Go because her repeated absences from the hearing, it led to a Senate order for her arrest na nag-emphasize na sobrang serious na po ng mga allegations na patungkol po sa kanya. So by August 2024 po, the Ombudsman found Go guilty of grave misconduct, leading to her permanent dismissal from public office and also for the forfeiture of her retirement benefits. So the ruling of the Ombudsman, it highlighted her ties to illegal POGO operation, particularly po dun sa mga violations po of local governance regulation and her actions that brought significant reputational damage para sa kanyang municipality. So her attempts para mag-evade na responsibility, it reached a peak in July 2024 when she fled to Indonesia under questionable circumstances. However, in September 2024 po, so nahuli po siya ng mga Indonesian authorities and she was brought back to the Philippines where she faced ongoing legal proceedings, including na po doon yung mga charge of human trafficking pati na po yung tax evasion. The case of Alice Go, it represents more than just a series of legal violation. It reveals a critical weaknesses sa ating governance systems, raising questions about transparency, accountability, and the eligibility of public officials. So this controversy underscored the need for stronger oversight mechanism para po ma-prevent yung mga similar challenges in the future.
Ma'am, for the continuations of the report, I'll be discussing the identifications of ethical issues. So in the case of Alice Go, several specific ethical issues emerge that warrant in-depth examinations from various perspectives, including legal, societal, and moral aspects. So we have three ethical issues here: legitimacy of citizenship and eligibility to hold public office, allegations of corruption and misconduct, and human trafficking allegations. So legitimacy of citizenship and eligibility to hold public office, one of the foremost ethical issues revolves around the legitimacy of Alice Go's citizenship and her eligibility to serve as public official. So Senator Risa Hontiveros' inquiries into her citizenship status raised critical questions about whether Go met the constitutional requirements to hold public office. So from a legal perspective, this issue highlights the importance of upholding electoral integrity and ensuring that elected officials possesses the necessary qualifications, and societally, the implications are significant. The legitimacy of public officials directly affects public trusts in government institutions. Morally naman, it raises questions about fairness and accountability, emphasizing that individuals in positions of power must be transparent and truthful about their qualifications. And additionally, Alice Go faced charges of misrepresentations, in the COMELEC, and the Office of the Solicitor General also filed case of quo warranto questioning the qualifications of then Mayor Alice Go. Pangalawa naman, we have the allegations of corruptions and misconduct. So for the grave misconduct of then Mayor Alice Go, she was found guilty of the Office of the Ombudsman, where the DILG filed case of grave misconduct, for which she was immediately suspended for 6 months. And then later on, the Office of the Ombudsman found Alice Go guilty of grave misconduct because the evidence provided was sufficient to convict Alice Go, according to the decisions of the Office of the Ombudsman. So Alice Go faces multiple allegations of corruptions, including graft and misconduct, which pose serious ethical dilemmas. From a legal standpoint, these allegations challenge the principles of justice and the rule of law. They underscore the necessity for accountability within public office. Societal views on corruption can vary, but the common expectation is that public officials should act in the best interest of the people they serve. So morally, the situation invokes a broader discussions about the responsibility of leaders to be ethical models and impact of their actions on societal values. So it also raises concerns about how corruption can perpetuate systemic injustices, no, particularly in the underserved communities. Pangatlo naman po na ethical issues, no, is the allegations of corruption. It's the human trafficking allegation. So the PAOK, or the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, also filed case against then Mayor Alice Go of human trafficking. So this is the allegations of human trafficking against Alice Go represent a profound ethical crisis with severe implications for individuals and society. So legally, human trafficking is a grave crime that violates numerous international laws and human rights conventions, so demanding immediate actions and accountability. So societally, these allegations invoke outrage and fear, highlighting the vulnerability of the victims and the need for robust protections against exploitation. So from a moral perspective, this issue raises essential questions about the value of human life and dignity, emphasizing the obligations of public officials to protect the most vulnerable members of the society. So the gravity of such allegations necessitate a commitment to justice and moral imperative to combat human trafficking in all its forms. So yun lang po, no, yung 3 ethical issues. Hindi na po namin in-include yung grave misconduct ni Alice Go, which is the very root cause ng mga ethical issues na fini-face niya ngayon, kasi nga po it was already resolved by the Office of the Ombudsman. Kumbaga yung accountability na hinihingi natin doon sa grave misconduct niya was already dissolved, no? Kumbaga nasolusyonan na yun agad, kasi nga naglabas na ng order or ng decisions yung Office of the Ombudsman, and that's the reason why na-dismiss si Alice Go from her mayorship or from her being mayor of Banban. Ito naman po, analysis of the ethical dilemma. So the ethical dilemma surrounding Alice Go case can be examined through several ethical theories, each revealing different aspects of moral questions at stake. So first, we have the utilitarianism, second, deontology, and third, we have the virtue ethics. So the first one, utilitarianism, this refers to the framework that evaluates actions based on their outcomes, specifically aiming to achieve the greatest good for the greatest number of people. In the context of Go alleged actions, a utilitarian approach would advocate for accountability and transparency regarding her conduct. Holding Go accountable for accusations of corruption in human trafficking is essential not only to prevent further harm to vulnerable populations but also to restore public trusts in governance. So by prioritizing the welfare of the community and ensuring that the actions taken against her corruptions contribute to overall benefit of society. So this perspective emphasizes the importance of ethical governance. So that's the utilitarianism. Next is deontology. This emphasizes moral duties and principles rather than the consequences. So from this perspective, Go has a clear obligations to uphold the integrity and honesty as public official. The principles of accountability and transparency are paramount as they maintain the moral framework of public service. Deontological ethics suggests that Go's misconduct represents a fundamental breach of her ethical responsibility, regardless of potential implications for herself or her political career. So this viewpoint reinforces that public officials must adhere to strict ethical standards, highlighting the integrity is essential in public service. For example, the office of the Ombudsman has ordered the dismissal of suspended Banban Mayor Alice Go for grave misconduct. According to the Ombudsman, Go's acts such as her involvement in the raid Philippine offshore gaming operator hub in her locality showed a willful intent on her part to violate the law or disregard established rules, the decision said. So, yun po yung sinabi ng desisyon ng Office of the Ombudsman. Next, the virtue ethics. This focus on the character and integrity of the individual. Applying this framework to Go's situations prompts an examination of her personal qualities such as honesty, responsibility, and commitment to the common good. A virtuous public official should embody these traits, and allegations against her raise critical questions about her adherence to such virtues. This ethical perspective underscores the importance of moral character in leadership, suggesting that leaders' integrity is vital for fostering trust and ethical behavior within government institutions.